Hello my viewers and welcome to today's video where we unfold a dynamic reaction as Miami Beach officials drop a big show of rules to deter the anticipated spring break crowds. Now, in an effort to rein in the festivities, they've introduced measures that include a hefty $100 parking fee. Imagine that, guys. A move causing ripples of opinions across the city. Is this a strategic step towards improving the Miami spring break experience, or are we witnessing the birth of discontent among beachgoers? Now, as we get into the diverse perspectives, I can't help but wonder, will the substantial parking fee and other regulations put in place be a game changer for the spring break scene, or will it merely drive a wedge between locals and visitors? Join me on this roller coaster of reactions as we explore the community's thoughts on whether these rules are a necessary measure or a potential dampener on the Miami spring break spirit. What's your take on these new regulations? Let's get the conversation started in the comment section down below. But for now, check out these videos. I will be right back, and when I do, we talk more about these regulations.
I have never seen a government try this hard to get you to not visit their destination. The Miami Beach government literally put out a 1-minute commercial saying that it's going to have $100 parking. This is all to deter spring breakers from coming. The video is actually really well done, but it's extremely harsh. So the past few years, spring break has gotten really out of hand in Miami Beach, causing a lot of chaos, and now Miami Beach wants nothing to do with any of this. So in addition to $100 parking, they're also saying they're going to be a lot of police checks, curfews, basically just telling you it's not worth it, do not come. Here's the video.
We need to talk.
This isn't working anymore.
And it's not us, it's you. We just want different things.
Our idea of a good time is relaxing on the beach.
Hitting up a spa or checking out a new restaurant.
You just want to get drunk in public and ignore laws.
Do you even remember what happened last March?
That was our breaking point, so we're breaking up with you.
And don't try to apologize and come crawling back. This isn't safe, so we're done.
And just so you know, we're serious.
This March, you can expect things like curfews, bag checks, and restricted beach access.
DUI checkpoints, $100 parking, and strong police enforcement for possession and violence.
Whatever it takes, because it's time to move on.
Maybe we can talk when you're done with your spring break phase, but until then.
Miami Beach really said, don't bring y'all here for spring break. Find somewhere else to go. We sick of y'all. People been going down to Miami for years during spring break. I guess with everything that happened last year, that was the breaking point, and they're just like, yeah, we don't want none of that no more. So to discourage y'all from bringing y'all down there, they said they're going to do things like have DUI checkpoints, have an increased law enforcement presence. They're going to do curfews. They're going to do restricted beach access. They even said they're going to have like $100 parking. That's a lot of money for some parking. That alone would make me not want to go. But people, listen, Miami is not the only place that you can go to have a good time during spring break. There's other places. I understand that Miami's like that one trip that everybody does before they get a passport and start really traveling, but there's still other places you can go. I understand why they're doing this, but, you know, me being a Florida resident and understanding that our economy is driven by tourism, I'm just curious, if these things go into effect and they actually do discourage people from coming down to Miami, I just wonder if these businesses start to lose money because people aren't down here to spend money, will they ease up on some of these things? Because you know everything is about money. I feel like if they started losing money from people not coming down there, they would definitely ease up on some of this stuff. What do y'all think?
If you're going to Miami for spring break this year, I'm telling you right now, do not go on that trip with just $100, because $100, that's an Uber down the street and back in Miami. So if you don't got it, stay home. Please, just stay where you are.
Since everybody hating on y'all for spring break and don't want to give y'all the game when y'all come to Miami, I'm finna give y'all the game from somebody that's born and raised in Miami. I'm finna give y'all the game about spring break Miami, where to go to and what to do to have fun. So you want to pause this video, get a pen and a paper, because this is very important. The first place you want to go to is home. Stay home. I promise y'all, the Miami Beach police is not playing. They got all type of stuff set up for y'all. Y'all going to jail. And let me tell you something about them hoes down there in that county and that TGK and all that. They miserable. They don't care about me, baby. They do not get out of Hannah. They y'all in there. Babe, Stay home. Nobody wants y'all here. The news is ranting every day on and on and on how they don't want y'all here. The Miamians don't want y'all here. I tried to get y'all a couple of places to go. They ate me up in the video. I had to take it down. Y'all not finna get beat because I gotta live here. Nobody wants y'all here but the Jack Boys. I promise my right hand to God. Y'all don't want to see the Jack Boys because not everybody, but mostly everybody is broke right now in Miami. Stay home. That is going to be your best bet. Then y'all get on here, y'all make videos and statuses, giving up y'all location, saying this, that, and the third, and then y'all be saying how boring it is and all that. Y'all don't know the right places to go because we stopped partying on Miami Beach in the 99 and the 2000s. I can promise y'all that. But stay home. Stay home. This is the best advice I will ever give anybody. Stay home. Cancun, your money or something. Hell, Aruba, anything. Go somewhere. Stay away from Miami. Go to Ain't Bay. Don't come to Miami.
Today is a great example of when cities do marketing right. In this case, the city of Miami came out with a PSA for spring breakers, basically saying,
get somebody else to do it.
This is really more so about Miami dialing deep into who they want to attract. I mean, they say it in the ad itself. They're really telling people basically, like, if you want to come to Miami, this is the time that you can expect. And maybe one day after you've gone through this partying phase, this can be the place for you. Till then, stay away. It'll be very interesting to see if the campaign actually lands and if any spring breakers do actively avoid going to Miami. I mean, they seemed pretty serious about the measures that they're willing to take to prevent it, so time will tell.
What y'all hoes doing for spring break? You ain't bringing your black down to Miami because these politicians down here in Miami said they tired of y'all. They tired of y'all coming down here tearing up our city, and they are doing everything within their constitutional power to disband Miami spring break. The first and foremost, if you do decide to come down here, you better Uber because the city of Miami has instituted a $100 flat fee parking fee in all of the municipal parking lots on Miami Beach. They are charging $100 to park. Now, this is how you know it ain't no black people on the city of Miami Beach committee. Because little do they know is that the black people that come down here for spring break ain't got no money. They ain't got no credit cards to rent no car, and they ain't in no rental vehicles, baby. It's 6 of them in one hotel, and they walking up and down Ocean Drive. They don't even have no reason for car. And the few that Uber are not parking in parking garages anyway. So the parking garage situation is just not going to work. In addition to that, y'all, they are closing down all sidewalk cafes and restaurants, so you won't have nothing to do up and down the street. They have not instituted a curfew just yet, but I am pretty sure it is coming. In lieu of them getting sued last year by several business owners for them having to shut their businesses down, they're probably trying to circumvent that. But the moral of the story is they don't want y'all down here. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When I was college age, when I was in my 20s, I was part of that crew that was coming down to Miami, Tootsie rolling up and down the street. But I was raised different than I was raised classy based. I was in college. I knew how to act. I wasn't embarrassing my parents up and down Ocean Drive. Me and my friends, we was cool. I also at that time was a fan of saying, let these people come down here and party. It's just for a week. Now that I am a resident of Miami Beach, my mind has completely shifted. I don't want y'all here. I do not want y'all here. The traffic be bad. Y'all tear up our damn city. You leave garbage every damn where. Traffic is a nightmare, and you embarrass us up and down them.
If you plan on going to Miami for spring break, don't. They literally just put out a whole commercial saying how they don't want people to come for spring break, and if you do, it's going to be a hard time. $100 parking, early curfew, and they're going to be checking your bags. But you know what? It's okay. I'm going to give you an alternative, especially if you already have your ticket booked to Miami. Take the ferry for less than $300 over to Bimini, Bahamas. You don't even have to catch a flight. You can literally take a ferry and spend a few days there and have the best time, the best experience with the best people and the best food. That's just a little tip from your travel girly. Or if you want to stay domestically, go to Panama City Beach, Pensacola Beach, Sandestin, and you will have a great time. Happy travels, guys.
Everyone is so pissed off about the new Miami spring break rules, but personally, me, I think it's gonna make spring break better. And let me tell you about these crazy rules that they have and why it's actually good that they have them. The first thing I see everyone keep tripping about is the curfew. We've always had a curfew during Miami spring break. Like, what are you actually doing 2 a.m. at the beach? Most of y'all is gonna be on anyway. And then on top of that, like, and you're in the water at 2 a.m. where no one can see anything, who's gonna come save you? Exactly. That is why there's a curfew, for your safety. Another thing everyone is tripping about is that they will be checking out on the beach. Why are y'all mad about that? The problem last spring break was so many people kept in, and then y'all bring your beef to Miami. Like, people are really trying to vacation and have fun, and y'all really trying to settle an old score. Like, kids at home, we're here to have fun. You didn't need them in the first place. So it's good that they're checking, because I hated when I was on South Beach being on edge the whole time because I thought that someone was going to bring out and then it's going to be over for the rest of us. Before I even lived in Miami, the #1 issue during spring break was that the fact that you never could find your Uber even in the summertime, and y'all are tripping about the blockades that they're having and how only 3 streets are going to be open for access to the beach. Why are y'all mad about that? Because now your Uber, all he has to say is, oh, I'm at opening 1, opening 2, or opening 3. Before, y'all had to search in your 12 openings to go find your Uber, and then half the time the Uber drivers will cancel on y'all, and then y'all will be sick because you had to call 6 Ubers before you found the one that you called anyway. So I don't think that's a problem in the first place. Like, y'all don't understand, when there's thousands of people that are there, like, you never know what people are actually there for, and most of the time it's the ones that are like not there for the right reasons that ruin it for anyone in the first place. So like, I feel like the rules are gonna make this spring break even more fun, because y'all don't have to be on ease thinking that somebody is gonna bring up, or be worried about when you're gonna find your Uber, or leave 30 minutes early because you're literally looking for this Uber that you don't know where it is. Now everything is like, I feel like, more secure and easier than ever. Last year, I remember I was on this, had come from Maryland, and we were literally just eating, and someone had taken and started. Everyone kept running, and literally the night was ruined for everybody else, because it's like, damn, like, why are you trying to do that when everyone's just trying to have fun, have a good time? Like, you're not there for the right reasons. Like, leave that man's alone. Keep the beef at home. Come to have fun, and that's it. Another one that I know y'all are tripping over is the parking situation, how now parking is $100 on the beach. Why were you acting like parking on the beach before was cheap? It was $40, $50 to park for the day, which is insane, because any other time, if you come when it's not spring break, it's probably like $20, $30 to park the whole entire day. But then the moment spring break hits, it's like $40, $50 for a couple of hours. So $100 per day, I feel like, is not too crazy from what it used to be. And then last year, so many of y'all got arrested for DUIs. Do you know how much it costs to pay for the DUI ticket, have to fly back to Miami for your court hearing, have to pay for lawyers? Like, we all know that that fake car that you rented is not yours, so you might as well spend that money on Ubers instead of getting arrested, and then now you go back to your home state and you can't even drive. Be for real. Like, just come to have fun. Don't come to cause problems. You ruin it for the rest of us.
Now, beyond the shock waves of the $100 parking fee and other rules, Miami Beach officials are really leaving no stone unturned in their quest to reshape the spring break narrative. The launch of a compelling commercial amplifies their message, urging people to think twice before flooding the shores. But how are locals and visitors reacting to this promotional plea? Now, some see these rules as a necessary step to curb overcrowding and maintain a semblance of order, ensuring a safer and more enjoyable experience for everyone. They argue that potential financial deterrent might sift out the more serious beach enthusiasts, fostering a more considerate and vibrant atmosphere. On the flip side, others view the $100 parking fee as an exorbitant measure that might discourage tourism altogether. Now, in my head, I'm thinking, is the cost justified, or will it simply become a barrier for those looking to enjoy a carefree spring break? And of course, the debate extends beyond finances. Does this mark the end of an era for the spontaneous and free-spirited Miami spring break? In my own reflection, I find myself intrigued by the balance officials are attempting to strike between control and celebration. Can a $100 parking fee truly shape the cultural landscape of Miami spring break for the better? I'm eager to explore the varied opinions and just go deeper into the implications of these rules on the vibrant tapestry of this iconic celebration. So stay tuned as we navigate the reactions and unravel the complexities of Miami's evolving spring break scene. Alright, so what Miami Beach is literally telling spring break travelers is to party somewhere else this year. The longtime spring break destination has released an art campaign urging visitors to rethink their travel plans if they plan to drink in public or get rowdy. Now, this isn't working anymore. The art begins, and it's not us, it's you. And just like we've seen from the art, it talks about a lot of things, just warning people. The city declared a state of emergency and imposed a temporary curfew after separate spring breaks pew-pewing near the city's beachfront left 2 people unalive last year. Now, the art warns any spring breakers this year that they can expect curfews, back checks, restricted beach access, DUI checkpoints, $100 parking fees, and strong police activity to combat depossession and violence. destinations. The city is running its anti-tourism campaign as targeted digital advertising both in Florida, focusing on Miami, Broward, and Palm Beach counties and other southeastern states from which spring break has come. Now, while the city has created marketing campaigns in the past to educate spring break visitors about local laws and promote public safety, it decided to take a more direct approach with this latest campaign, said Melissa, director of the Office of Marketing and Communications for the city of Miami Beach. We hope that everyone who sees this campaign understands that the city of Miami Beach really does not want to be a spring break destination. She said, "We're not mincing words. Expect curfews, beach closures, DUI checkpoints, and arrests for depossession and violence." Now, if you're coming to Miami Beach to cause trouble or go wild, don't come. The campaign started in the beginning of February and will continue through March 31st, she said, and the city typically sees spring break visitors arrive in March, peaking over 2 consecutive weekends. Police made 573 arrests in Miami Beach during last year's spring break period and confiscated more than 100 pupils. She said, "We really can't tolerate another year like the last few," she said. Now, the trend of demarketing is not new, said Simon Hudson, a professor of tourism and hospitality at the University of South Carolina. Some locations have sought to deter tourist or public drinking by reminding visitors of fines, while others have tried to cut down on the number of tourists that visit overall. Destinations such as Venice and Belgium have run campaigns to reinforce rules and regulations, for example, warning of fines or cut back their promotions of day trips. I've seen over the last decade or so a number of destinations moving toward more destination management as opposed to promotion because of what they call over-tourism or just overcapacity. A lot of it is because the residents are complaining, and if you don't have happy residents, you don't have happy tourists. It won't be a successful destination. Whether Miami Beach successfully deters spring breakers this year may depend on how much exposure the campaign receives and how many travelers have already made their plans. But the city's campaign could have an impact over time if it continues, potentially pushing travelers to pursue different, more cultural activities. He added, "Overall, they keep going down this road, they will change the behavior of tourists," Hudson said. A lot of it is about education. Now, this is basically it. Miami Beach officials are grappling with the perennial challenge of balancing the economic boon of tourism with the need to maintain public safety and order during peak seasons. The commercial launched by officials not only highlights the parking fee, but also serves as a public service announcement, urging responsible behavior and adherence to local regulations. Now, it raises questions about the role of personal responsibility in the midst of a celebration known for its spontaneity and vivacity. Now, the diverse reactions from different segments of the population reveal a spectrum of opinions. For some, the stringent measures signal a much-needed transformation, fostering a more controlled and family-friendly atmosphere. Others, however, argue that these rules infringe on the very essence of Miami's spring break, potentially alienating the city from its vibrant, youthful spirit. Now, in contemplating the $100 parking fee, one cannot ignore its potential impact on local businesses. While it might deter certain crowds, there is a probable concern that the financial burden could ripple through the local economy, affecting businesses that rely heavily on the spring break influx. Now, will these rules strike the right balance, or are we witnessing the transformation of an iconic celebration into a more regulated affair? What do you, my viewers, think about this? Share your thoughts, comments, views in the comment section down below, and thank you for watching. See you in my next video.